risposta voce, la vita data in grani, faceva spolvioris, nazi
About 2 years ago, I started working on this project. After months of development, I burned out and abandoned it for over a year. But how did that happen? To answer that, let's take a look at what the game looked like back then. You had movable characters on a game map that can attack enemies and switch between items. After every character was moved, the enemies were able to move towards the characters and attack back, and I created a simple dialogue and menu system. The project was more or less a prototype. The systems were cool, but it wasn't really a game yet. So I started working on new additions. The most important addition is my custom script system. It allows me to create animations and levels by simply writing some commands in a book and quill. I also started working on the game's lore. Lore is a very important aspect for Fire Emblem games. So in my mind it was very important to get this right. This is the world map. It consists of a few states and kingdoms, the biggest one being Dakur. The game starts with the coronation of the new emperor. That's where the game's characters come into play. I've created 5 characters up until now. They are Emilia, the princess and main character, Augustine, her brother and soon-to-be emperor, Eunice and Maple, her childhood friends, and Abram, her personal knight. At the coronation, Augustine gets assassinated and the emperor is being overthrown. That's where the tutorial begins. You have to escape from the coronation and find a place to set up camp. The goal of the game is to start a rebellion and overthrow the military dictatorship that claimed the throne. But I noticed a big problem. Writing was probably the biggest challenge for me. I can't think of interesting characters, a good setting, and most importantly, I'm unable to write dialogues. Fire Emblem lives and breathes dialogues and I can't write any of them. But still I moved on and improved the game feel. I composed some orchestral tracks, did some visual upgrades, added some audio impact onto tags, and made the game feel more polished overall. I also added last episode's goals, being magic combat, multiplayer compatibility, character loading and saving, and simple tutorials. But while working on the game, I noticed a lot of scope creep problems that became more and more apparent. I felt like I had to write a really good story for the game to make it feel like an actual Fire Emblem game. I wanted a kingdom building system where you can claim land of the empire and manage your own population, wealth and politics. I was thinking about dynamic dialogue choices and of course how to handle character depth. I was trying to make the game look good and polished, although I know very well that I can't make good game art for the life of me. Really smart enemy AI? Sure. A weapon crafting system? Sounds cool. Cutscenes with a custom built landscape as a background? Why not? And on top of all of this, I even wanted to create 3D models for the world map, animations and different cities. By that point I was already feeling really demotivated. I wanted to do way too much with this. I developed my own scripting system, made my own orchestral arrangements, tried writing an entire world on my own, while making the game look polished and even considered scrapping everything to rewrite the project as a plugin on a self-hosted Minecraft server. And if you think about it, the game was still basically a prototype and there was no actual game to be seen. Naturally, I burnt out and left the project hanging for more than a year. But a few days ago I came back to the project, and now I have a new goal: just make the game playable. I realized some key aspects. The game should look okay but not masterful. I remembered an important game design philosophy: gameplay first, art, story and polish later. So now I have some new plans. Don't care about a good story and interesting characters yet, no skills for now, maybe add classes, make some levels first, then flesh out the game. With that I should hopefully be able to release a playable demo sooner or later, so keep an eye out for that. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my little progress update. If so, consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss when I upload another video in like 3 years. See you next time, goodbye.